Well, hello there. Happy Thursday. I hope you had a wonderful Wednesday and are ready for another fun day of learning. So for this week, we've been learning about make a 10 to add. So let's start here. Now, this is a review of something we've learned last week. Let's look at the numbers. I notice that the first number on this side, they all start with 5. And on this side, we have 2, 3, 4, 5. So these ones are the same, and these ones all increase by 1. So what's 5 plus 2? I could put 5 in my calculator and count on by 2. So 5, 6, 7. Now because 1 more than 2 is 3, I'm going to add 1 more to 7. And I can double check to see if my answer is right by putting 5 in my calculator and counting on by 3. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and my answer was correct. So let's try the same strategy. 1 more than 3 is 4, and we're adding 1 more to 8. And we know 5 plus 5 is a doubles fact, and we know that is 10. Let's try this row. In the first, I see that all of the first numbers are the same. In the second, we have 1, 2, so this is 1 more. 1 more than 2 is 3, and 1 more than 3 is 4. So let's start with 6 plus 1. If I count and put 6 in my head and count on by 1 more, I come up with 7. 1 more than 7 is 8. I could check 6, 7, 8. 1 more than 8 is 9. And 6 plus 4, that's another way to make 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the answer is 10. And I checked by drawing tally marks. So here's an example from yesterday's work. They made a 10 this way. So the day before that, we were working with a 10 frame and using counters or drawing a picture within the 10 frames. And yesterday, we worked with number bonds and made a 10. So we have 8 plus 2 equals 10, and then we added the extra 4. 10 plus 4 equals 14, which means that 8 plus 6 is 14. So let's try this way. Let's first draw the 8 in blue, and we'll draw the leftover in yellow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we need to count on to 7. But remember, we want to fill the 10 frame up first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we need to break it down. We have 10 in the 10 frame. And how many outside of the 10 frame? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we want to do is 10 plus 5 equals, I could do this by counting on. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So 10 plus 5 is 15, which means that 8 plus the 7 yellow is 15. We could count that by counting the blue, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here's our next problem. So we're going back to the strategy we used yesterday. So here we have the 9 plus 8. That's what we're solving. So first we started with 9. We want to draw our box to remind us that in this first square, of the number bond, we want to make 10. So 9 plus what number equals 10? 1, because if I put 9 in my calculator and count on, I count on by 1 more to get 10. So now we need to make 8. So what's 1 plus blank equals 8? We need to fill in the missing addend. So if I count, I could use my fingers. So let's try it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 5, 6, 7 fingers up, which shows me that 1 and 7 make 8. So now I need to add, we have our 10 here, and we need to add our 7. So we're bringing that 7 down. So 10 plus 7, well, I knew 10 plus 5 equals 15, so let's add 2 more. So 15, 16, 17, because 7 is 2 more than 5. So 10 plus 7 is 17, which means that 9 plus 8 is also 17. Here's another problem. I don't see a 10 frame or a number bond, so that means I can choose which way I want to solve it. If you want to solve this problem with me, I encourage you to either choose a 10 frame or a number bond. I'm going to choose to solve it with a number bond. So I know the first number I put in the first box is 9. So we have 9 plus, then we need to make a number bond. And 6 goes in the second box. Now I'm going to take another marker and draw the circle around to remind myself that this number needs to equal 10. And eventually we'll bring this number down to add them together. So let's start here. We know from the last problem, to make 10 with 9, we need to have 1, because 9 plus 1 equals 10. Now, what plus 1 equals 6? Well, I could count on, or I know that 1 more than 5 is 6. So that means I'm going to put 5 in the other box and bring it down. 10 plus 5. Let's count on in my head. Let's count on, and I will draw tallies to help. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 10 plus 5 equals 15. Which means 9 plus 6 also equals 15. And here's our last problem for today. 8 plus 7. I'm going to quickly draw a 10 frame. It might not look the best, but that's okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. There we go. So first, I want to draw 8 blue. So let's draw 8 blue circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to draw 7 yellow circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I noticed that when I drew these, I have 1 10 because my 10 frame is full. So I have 10. What else am I going to add? I noticed that these yellow ones, even though they're not in the 10 frame, there's 1 in each row or column. And there are 5 columns. So that means I have 5 yellow circles that are not in the 10 frame. And we know 10 plus 5 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 10 plus 5 equals 15, which also means that 8 plus 7 equals 15. And that's our answer. And that is the end of the slideshow for today. So now it's your turn to practice. We've practiced making a 10 to add by using a 10 frame. We've also practiced by using number bonds and those boxes. So you got to explore a little bit of using both of those again today. Now it is your turn to show me what you've learned and practice what we've been talking about by completing an iReady practice page. All right, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, and I miss you very, very much. I hope you have a great day and good luck with your work. Remember, I'm always here to help if you need it. Bye-bye.